Blues Run the Game, capo at fret 6, chord shapes in the key of G, and I'm going to go through this one a little bit differently than my normal process because this song is Travis picked throughout, but within the steady bass of Travis picking, Jackson C. Frank is really picking anything with the fingers that occurs to him in that moment. He almost never plays the same pattern twice. It's very instinctive, very improvisatory. There's basically no point in trying to learn this song note for note the way he does it. So I'm going to show you a standardized version using repetitive pick patterns over the chord progression. And then if you absolutely must play it like Jackson C. Frank, I'll do a separate video where I will break it down note for note. But I'm recommending that you follow this one to learn the song. Having said all that, we will learn the intro as written because it's very evocative, it sets the song up nicely. It's bars 1 to 4 of your tab and it sounds like this. So at bar 1 we've got a G chord, and you can just set up the one finger G chord, 6th string 3rd fret, 6, pinch 4 and 2, 6, 3, 4. That's the first half of the bar. 1 and 2, E and. Then 6 and 2, and you're going to hammer into the C over G shape. So although you're only playing 6 and 2, the 4th string finger will go down 2. 4th string 2nd fret, 2nd string 1st fret. So 6 and 2 and hammer into this shape. Then 4, 2, 6, 1 at the 3rd fret and 4. 1 E and a 2 E and. So the whole bar is 1 and 2 E and 3 E and a 4 E and. Bar 2, go back to the one finger G chord shape, play 6, pinch 4 and 2 and hammer 2 from open to 3rd fret. 6, 2 open, 4, 6 and 2 again, and you're going to hammer into the C over G shape. 4, 3, 6, 2, and 4 open. This middle finger will be moving actually to the 3rd string 2nd fret for the next bar. That's why that 4th string is open there. 1 and a 2 E and 3 E and a 4 E and. At bar 3, keep the ring and index fingers where they are, middle finger to the 3rd string 2nd fret, 6 and 3, 4, 2 should be at the 1st fret, 6, and now middle finger away, 3 open, 4 open, actually have the index finger come away as well at that point. You're moving back to a basic G chord. Then the second half of the bar goes back to C over G, 6, 4 and 2 in the C over G shape, 6, and then 3 open and 4 open as these fingers come away. At bar 4 of the intro, one finger G chord, 6 and 2, 4, 3. Now go into the C over G shape, pinch 6 and 2, 1 at the 3rd fret, 4, it should be at the 2nd fret, then C over G away, back to the one finger G chord, 6 and 2, 4, 3, 6, 2, 4. 1 and a 2 E and 3 and a 4 E and. Here's that whole intro very slowly. You can probably see from that if you're an experienced Travis picker, that has a strange feel to it. It feels, as I said at the beginning of this video, somewhat random, somewhat improvisatory. So I like to do that for the intro, to set it up like that. It's a good exercise to learn to play it that way, but it's not necessary to do it for any of the rest of the song. What we'll do now is we'll look at some standard patterns that we can use to take us through the whole song. I like to set up this pattern for this regular sequence in the verse of G to C over G. Your song sheet shows you exactly where that comes. For example, the first 3 bars of the verse. Catch a boat to England, baby, maybe to Spain, wherever I have gone. So I'm playing those first 3 bars exactly the same way, and I'm playing them like bar 5. So use bar 5 as a great template for every time G goes to C over G in this song, which is often. 6, 4 and 2, 6, 3, 4, then switch to C over G, 6, 4 and 2, 6, 3, 4. 1 and 2 E and 3 and 4 E and. Catch a boat to England, baby. So you can play that anytime a G goes to C over G in this song. I want to give you one more example of something you can do. There are many things you can do on C to C over G. One thing I do sometimes is hammer into the C over G shape. So take a look, for example, at bar 16. That's another good example of an alternative way to play it. Here we're playing 6 and 1, 4, 3, 6, 2, 4, all out of G, and then we'll hammer into C over G, 6 and 2, and hammer into the shape. Then 4, 3, 6, 2, 4. So you get this. 1 and 2 E and 3 E and 4 E and. By no means the only other way to play it, but you don't need lots of different patterns. The first one we looked at, with an occasional change to the hammer-on one, the one that's shown at bar 16, will work fine for every time the song goes from G to C over G. Now after those first 3 bars where it does that, G to C over G, it goes to this bar. Wherever I've been and gone. He starts on G with our standard pattern, 6, 4 and 2, 6, 3, 4, but he's going to finish the bar C to G over B, which is just the 5th string 2nd fret. Now C you can play various things, but one suggestion is what you see at bar 8. 5, 4, 2, and then to go to G over B, 5, 3, 4, 2. In total you'd get this. 6, 4 and 2, 6, 3, 4, change. 5, 4, 2, change. 5, 3, 4, 2. 1 and 2 E and 3 and 4 E. Wherever I've been and gone. Again we're going to go G to C to G over B as we repeat wherever I've been and gone. Wherever I've been and gone, blues. On the word blues, D over A, and copy it as written at bar 10. He goes 5, 4 for the bass on a D chord. 5, then 4 pinched with 1 and hammer 1 from open to 2nd fret, and then 5, 2, he plays it open, but again that's just a little quirk, I play it out of the normal D shape, and 4, 5, hammer, 5, 2, 4 is the first half of that bar. 1 and 2 E and. Now during the song he has some verses where he stretches that out, he leaves a pause before going back to the G chord, and sometimes he goes straight to the G chord. This is what I'm talking about. The blues are still the same. Yeah, so there we stretched it out. The blues, then to C over G, any pattern you like, 6, pinch, 6, 3, 4 will be fine. And you're singing there, a still the, and then a normal G to C over G. Same. Let's come back from the bar 9 of your tab. We're not playing the actual tab, but just to give you the context of the last line. Wherever I have gone. blues are all the same. And again, G to C over G. I suggest that after every verse make it G, C over G, G, C over G. He varies what he plays in between verses, but it's not necessary to. I like 2 bars G to C over G. Now I'm going to play through that verse again slowly as I've talked about it going through it, because I want you to see it in context. As I say, it's a different approach to teaching this. We're not following the tab bar by bar here. Catch a boat to England, baby, maybe to Spain, wherever I have gone, wherever I've been alone, wherever I have gone, the blues, it's still the same. And you go into verse 2. Now I said that sometimes that bar at bar 10 is a shortened one. D over A will go straight to the G that you see at bar 11. Living the life of sin. So it was the first half of bar 10, the D chord, but then don't play C over G, go straight to G. In context, me and room service, we're living a life of sin. Okay, now, although he doesn't do this, you can play each verse exactly the same way. Finish every verse with 2 times G to C over G, and you'll get a great version of Blues Run the Game. At the end of it, come out of the final verse, which is a repeat of the first verse, simply playing G to C over G as many times as you like. And you can also, on the outro, add in this D7 over G chord, where out of the C over G shape, the 4th string finger goes to the 3rd string 2nd fret. Remember that? We used it in the intro. So you might finish, you can see on your tab, the outro there begins at bar 14. We won't worry about playing it exactly, but you can see it goes for about 8 bars. So just play G to C over G as much as you like. And sometimes add in this D7 over G chord, like now. And back to G, C over G, G. So then after the G, C over G, you can finish with G, 6, 4, 2, 6, 3, 4, 6 and 1, something like that. 6, 4, 2, 6, 3, 4, pinch. Or that last one could be a strum.